Hello, potential counselors. My name is Caitlin, for those of you who don't know me, and I am the office manager of our counseling ministry. One of the joys that I get to do as part of my job is to onboard new counselors. I also just assist with the structure of training and continuing education opportunities for those who are interested in seeking to be lay counselors with us. And so my goal in this video is just to kind of give an overview of what it looks like if you are interested in serving in this ministry. Now, for some of you, you may have already completed some of these steps, and for others, this might be brand new. So I'm just going to kind of start at the beginning and hope that we kind of catch you up along the way somewhere. We are an ACBC certified training center, and as such, we ask that everyone receive ACBC certified training. We do have several counselors with us that are certified counselors, like they've completed the entire certification process. And while we don't require that to be a lay counselor with us, we do highly recommend that you go through the process. And so we'll continue to kind of encourage you along the way. But all the same, we do ask that everyone receive at least the foundational training that is part of the requirement of being with us. And so for some of you, if you've been around Canyon Hills for any length of time, we have offered this as part of track 1 of our On the Road Biblical Counseling Conference. We hosted that with Faith Ministries for about 7 years. And so if you've done track 1 at any of our conferences, then you've already completed that step. For those of you who do not have training yet, because we are a certified training center, at this time we will be offering foundations training in the upcoming years through our own system. And so whether that will be taught as a class or as a conference, there will always kind of be a continuing education opportunity in that regard. And so you can keep an eye on our website, or you can send me an email and just let me know that you're looking for the next opportunity that comes up to complete this foundations training. It's about 30 plus hours, and our goal is to just give everyone foundations training. We're trying to give everyone the same foundation to be working off of for what it looks like to disciple someone in this way. The other part that we ask for everyone to kind of be on the same page is we ask that you read 2 books. The first one is Instruments in the Redeemer's Hands by Paul David Tripp, and the second one is A Theology of Biblical Counseling by Heath Lambert. Now, should you choose to become ACBC certified at a later point, both of these books are on the recommended reading list, and since you have to complete required reading, this would help meet that requirement. But whether or not you choose certification, we do ask that you review these books, again, just to lay a good base foundation for what we do at Canyon Hills. After you have completed your training, then we would want you to reach out to us and let us know that you're interested in taking the next steps. This would include filling out some paperwork with us, including a counselor application, reviewing our leadership standards and agreements, and then having a meeting with our pastor of counseling, Pastor Ben, to review those articles and to kind of look at what the next steps forward are. For each person, kind of depending on where you're at, many of you have maybe already been discipling people, whether that's through a life group or another avenue of serving. And again, some of you are pretty new to this. And so we want to just take the opportunity to kind of hear about your background and see what steps forward might be next for you. This may include observation. We have opportunities for you to sit in on a session with a counselor and a counselee. This would be you sitting at the back of the room with a notebook. We'll give you some guidelines as to what this looks like, but you get to kind of talk with the counselors, see what an agenda looks like for a counselee, learn from them, watch them teach, see how they ask questions, and then you have the opportunity at the end of each session to talk with the counselor and ask them questions. They may ask you questions back just to help you kind of continue thinking through things. And if you are looking to get certified, again, 10 sessions must be observed as part of the certification process with an ACBC certified counselor. And so we would want to pair you with someone that would help meet that requirement if that's your goal. And this is just an awesome opportunity to kind of, on a practical level, see what does counseling look like if you've never experienced a session before. The other opportunity that we have, either post-observation or we may just have you jump right in, is interning. And in an internship, we have kind of a general guideline, but you will be paired with a counselor and a counselee. And instead of sitting in the back, you're going to be sitting right up front with the other counselor, and you are going to progressively be taking on more and more of the work as the sessions go on. So where session 1, you might be closing in prayer or asking some data gathering questions. By the last session, you will be essentially running it yourself with a supervising counselor in the room. That counselor is just going to be there if you need help, if you get stuck. They'll continue to ask you questions just to help you learn and grow. They're a great source of encouragement and information, and this is another opportunity that we have just to continue to grow you as a counselor. It also helps you to see, both in observation and in interning, just what our administrative processes are, how we operate and kind of keep things functioning, and just get used to that. Right around this time, if you're still continuing to pursue moving forward as a lay counselor, you will have a meeting with me where I will be going over kind of a welcome aboard packet. You'll get a tour. You'll have some understanding of our resources and what we offer. I can answer a lot of your questions as we move forward, and as we look to pair you with a counselee as you kind of step in officially to that counselor role, then I'll be getting everything from your availability to what experience you have, and we may push you a little bit, but we want to kind of help you ease into this as best as possible. And so we'll kind of explain all of our processes at that time. Now, all along the way, we want to encourage you just to continue pursuing different educational opportunities that will just continue to help you grow. Like, we never stop growing as counselors. There's always something that's going to challenge you, another thing that's going to help you to grow personally and just in your ability to help. And so my encouragement is, don't be afraid to jump in. It's exciting to see how much the Lord works, how much this is Him and not you, but you will grow immensely in this process. Educational opportunities along the way could be taking a class with Cal, taking our ACBC prep class. It could be attending a conference or a symposium with us, or it could even just be as simple as reviewing our counseling website. We have a counselor section that has homework assignments, explains how to use diagrams, has different articles that'll help you to start fielding through just different topics of things that come through our counseling ministry. If you ever need direction or want a good book to read about a certain resource, we have several people that can help give you direction in that. And so this is a great time to just continue to learn and grow and expand your horizons. But essentially, that is the process for becoming a counselor. I will just make a note, once you hit that observer interning stage, the way the scheduling works for that is when we kind of take a counselor schedule first. There's a few factors for what type of counselee they'll get, but once we have someone who is a good fit and their schedule lines up, we line that counselee up with the counselor, and then at that time we'll probably reach out to whoever would be eligible. We counsel men with men, women with women. So if I need a female observer with a female counselor, then I will write the women who are on our observing or interning list and say, who can do Tuesdays at 5 o'clock or whatever the time is. And this is with an ACBC certified counselor. So that way it gives you the opportunity that if you know, nope, Tuesdays at 5 I have life group, it's just not gonna work for my schedule, that's great. You'll receive an email, you'll stay on the list, you'll receive an email the next time something becomes available that fits the parameters. And if it does work for you and you can get back to me, then that spot is yours, and then you'll come in weekly. So it can take a little bit to get you matched up, but that's why we kind of encourage to just stay engaged throughout the process, and that's a great opportunity for you to learn in other ways as well. As always, if you have any questions about becoming a counselor or even becoming ACBC certified, please don't hesitate. Feel free to send me an email or give me a call. Happy to walk through that with you. Thank you.